The federal government has approved a memo for the creation of an employment portal to be domiciled in the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Through this portal, which will be upgraded by private consultants, employers and applicants within and outside the country can reach out to the labour market third party. Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, disclosed it as part of the decisions reached during the Federal Executive Council meeting, which was presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday.
The Ministry of Labour and Employment, our role in trade disputes as enunciated in the Trade Disputes Act, and that is to conciliate. And in doing that, we can appoint an outside arbitrator and pay. We can conciliate inside there, and I will appoint whoever, the director in charge of Trade Union Services, the permanent secretary, or my Minister of State, or myself. But I have always decided to conciliate it by myself because I have better grasps of the situation in that I have stayed in the ministry for about 7 years now.
Also, the Ministry of Labour and Employment has got approval for the electronic computerization of the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund operations, through which the operators can now be digitalized in areas of payment and tracking of all funds into the sovereign fund. Meanwhile, the Council today also approved the enactment of Federal Produce Inspection Service Bill 2022. The purpose of the memo is to have an all-encompassing produce inspection regime in Nigeria that is capable of ensuring best practices in the export of farm produce from Nigeria. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment Otumba Niyi Adebayo said the bill will correct the shortcomings from the previous laws.
The two memos to Council today. The first memo was for Council to approve the repeal of the Produce Enforcement of Standards Act of 2004 and for the approval of the enactment of the Federal Produce Inspection Service Bill 2022. The justification for the memo is hinged primarily on the need to have an all-encompassing produce inspection regime in Nigeria that is capable of ensuring best practices in the export of agro-produce from Nigeria. The proposed bill seeks to correct the shortcomings in the law, the previous law. For instance, the organizational structure, the penalties under the old law, produce to which the law applies, which has increased to 72 from 16.
Of two number 15 MVA, to 3 by 15 MVA, that is 3 by 11 kV injection substations at Life Camp, Gwarimpa in Abuja. In 2015, Council approved a contract to supply to numbers 15 MVA by 33 11 kV injection substations.
Meanwhile, the minister also announced that the council also approved the pre-development of the Fonta Integrated Textile and Garment Park in Katsina and for the Medical Tourism Park in Lekki Special Economic Zone in Lagos State.